and together we shall make a difference. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.
Wow, okay. You can honestly tell that she was preparing for Miss International. I feel like right after Binibining Pilipinas, they went like full mode on like, we have to get you ready for this one in particular because... Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because we're going to be reviewing Ahtisa Manalo's full performance both during Binibining Pilipinas 2018 and also Miss International 2018. Ever since I started sharing a link on my channel for you guys to send me requests directly, some of you have been requesting that I check out her full journey because it seems like Ahtisa is going to make a comeback to pageantry in 2022, and a lot of fans obviously are very excited about that. So first of all, we're going to review her Binibining Pilipinas performance, then we'll talk about that for a little bit, and then we'll get into the Miss International performance, and I'll give you my thoughts about what I think that she can bring to the table to pageantry in 2022. Does she have what it takes to get the Miss Universe crown in 2022? Good question, let's talk about it. So before we get into the video, the only thing that I'm not gonna ask from you is that you leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people, that you subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day, and last but not least, let me know in the comment section what do you think about Ahtisa's performance, my comments, feedback, and anything else that you would like to express. Also, do you think she can make it in MUP 2022? So without further ado, let's get into today's video. I really hope that you enjoy it. Here we go.
Binibining is a muse who can inspire artists. She has the power to illuminate a vision, educate the mind, and motivate the spirit.
Live from the Big Dome, ABS
Araneta
and
Coliseum.
BPCI bring you the 55th
Let's go.
edition of Binibining Pilipinas. And
This is the year that
here are
Pia was a
the
host, if I'm not
beautiful
mistaken, right?
Binibinis Of 2018.
Maria Ahtisa Manalo, 20 Catholic Province!
Hey. I'm gonna tell you right away, I do remember her because I did a reaction to the Q&A segment of Binibining Pilipinas 2018 already here on the channel, so if you guys have not watched that video, go and check it out. But I do remember her face and I do remember her introduction as well, so I feel like to a certain extent I'm a little familiar with her, so.
We shall begin. Let's see who are
Look at Pia
the candidates on the list, Pia.
and the host, which is so guapo.
17, Maria Ahtisa Manalo.
It's your time to shine, Binibining. Binibining 17 is Maria Ahtisa Manalo. At 20 years old, Ahtisa already has a degree in accountancy.
Okay, very clean. I love the walk so far.
Officer someday. Go get those dreams, girl. Binibining 17.
The attitude, the sass.
Ahtisa Manalo.
Okay, that was very clean. The
Binibining
turn.
7.
Okay, let's talk about the swimsuit presentation very quickly. First of all, the body is stunning. So fit. I feel like she's really on her element right here. And I would like to say that I really like what she did with this little accessory that she had, like the little cape thingy when she came out. A lot of girls don't know how to handle it, don't know what to do with it, but from the moment that she got on stage, she just removed it, had it on her hand, and at the first opportunity that she had, she went like whoop, and she threw it away. So I feel like that is a smart way to deal with the accessories so that you don't have to, you know, like drag it with you all throughout the entire performance and then have to do something with it that will look a little bit glamorous. You know what I'm saying? Overall, I like her pace on stage. I like how synchronized, you know, her movements are when it comes to the way that she turns, the way that her hips move, and even the level of confidence, you know, like the facial expressions that she is putting on stage. I like it. It's not overly done. It doesn't seem fake. It doesn't seem forced. So far, this is very consistent. I'm very pleased.
Binibining 17,
The gown.
Maria Ahtisa Manalo.
Let's talk about this gown. Wow. She looks like a goddess, a diosa.
Congratulations.
Okay, let's talk about the dress for a moment. So I feel like when you think of the color, right, and the design of this dress is very pageant-like. It's something that you can expect to find at a beauty pageant. However, I do like what they did with the back part of the dress. You know, it's so flowy, makes you feel like she's a goddess, like she's a fairy or something. And it just adds a lot of movement to the dress. It makes it more interesting. It makes it more dynamic. And what's even more important is that what she did with the previous performance, with the swimsuit and the accessories, she knew how to handle the dress, right? Because there's really no purpose on having all of these props on the dress and these options that you can move and twirl and do all of that if the girl doesn't know how to manage it. So I feel like the way that she performed on stage was really commendable because she looked confident. First of all, she looked beautiful while doing it, effortless, and at the same time, she was able to own the dress. She wasn't overpowered by it, and ultimately was able to give us a balanced performance between the fun aspects of the dress and also what is required of her within this type of, you know, evening gown presentation. So far so good, honestly. She looks like a princess, like this tone of pink and this, like, you know, this motif that she has in front. It just makes me feel like of a princess dress.
Binibining 17, Maria Ahtisa Manalo.
The quality that people should learn from cats are sweetness. People normally associate cats with being rude or being mean, but once you get to know a cat, you would really see that they are very sweet creatures.
Moving on to
So I'm just gonna say, for this particular video, they didn't include her Q&A segment because of copyright reasons, and I completely understand that because previously when I reacted to the Q&A segment of this show, my video was blocked for like 3 days. So I will not include the footage of the Q&A to prevent this video from getting blocked, but I will show you my comments about it from the previous video that I already filmed about this particular year. I mean, I definitely agree with what she said, but I also would like for her to mention something along the lines of standing up for yourself sometimes, because if it's constructive criticism, that's one thing, but then sometimes you have bashers, sometimes you have haters, and I think that when you have a public platform like that, it's not that you have to respond to hate by any means, but sometimes I think it's important to stand up for yourself, for people to see that it is an option. You know, when you're in a public platform like that, a lot of people are looking up to you. You become a role model and an inspiration for a lot of people. So if only she would have included that element as well in her answer, I would have been like 100% okay with it. She was definitely struggling a little bit. She was a little stressed, a little nervous, which is normal in these type of cases. And like Pia said, I feel like at the end of the day, she was able to save the question, like, nice catch at the end, but it was not the most memorable answer in my opinion.
Honored to represent my beloved country, the Philippines, in the international stage. All this I owe to the people who formed part of my journey. My family and friends, especially my mom.
Beautiful.
My mentors and trainers, aces and queens foremost, who saw the potential in me. My ever-supportive artisans, all the designers and stylists that trusted me, my dear Sally and Michael Cinco especially, and of course, Binibining Pilipinas Chinese Incorporated family, headed by our mom, Mrs. Stella Marquez Araneta.
Okay, so this is kind of like her farewell speech that she did during Binibining Pilipinas 2018. And girl, who made this gown? This looks like a Michael Cinco. So beautiful, stunning. I can recognize that silhouette already. I just think that her type of beauty is very fitting for what usually Miss International will be looking for. So I'm excited to see how she did in that particular competition, and we'll get into that in just 1 second. But I would just like to comment about her overall performance here. I think that she was very good, very solid, regardless of the fact that she was very young. How old was Ahtisa at this particular time? I think she was maybe 23 years old. Back in the day, in 2018, if it wasn't for Catriona, she would have probably snatched the crown for Miss Universe Philippines. But because Catriona won that, then she went for Miss International. I really do think that she might have a chance of getting the Miss Universe Philippines crown in 2022 if she has improved over time, or at least maintained the level of quality, the level of excellence that she was delivering during this particular year. But now, enough talking, let's get into Miss International 2018 so we can review her performance, and then we'll talk about that later.
Maria Ahtisa Manalo.
Wow. This is the national costume.
黒と色とりどりのストライプが描かれた模様は豊かな恵みを与えてくれる大地への感謝を表します。
Okay, let's talk. Ooh, this is interesting. I don't feel like I've seen like a national costume from the Philippines like this one quite yet. First of all, like first thing that comes to mind is like the colors. I'm used to very colorful, you know, very flamboyant, very out there type of costumes from the Philippines, but this one is very like with earthy tones like black, browns. You have a little bit of yellow, green, a little bit of blue as well. So that's definitely a different approach. The feathers on the costume just add like so much drama, and the fact that they're black, it makes it like even more intense. And also this is an interesting costume because you can see that it's kind of a dress when you look at it, but there's also like a bodysuit underneath. Like I don't know, I feel like she's wearing like a legging or a pant. I mean, it's obviously not a legging, but you get what I'm saying. Like there's something covering her legs. Let me see if I can find like a spot. Okay. Yeah, you can clearly see there's something under the dress as well. So very interesting. I like it. Very unique.
Miss Philippines.
Oh wow. Wow, 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 wow. I love her smile. Like she's just like so pure.
Miss.
Sana all how to be you. Okay, let's talk about it for a moment. The body, I mean, already I was telling you for the previous competition how stunning her body is, and hey, we are matching with colors. Talking about colors, I do love the color of the swimwear that she has. I feel like it really fits her skin tone. Very light, very fair. Just complements her. It's a very nice contrast as well with her very dark hair. As you would expect from Miss International, makeup is very minimalistic, very toned down. But I feel like all of these things honestly really work in her advantage. The overall styling, you can tell that there were little tweaks here and there, mainly the hair. I feel like it's a little bit more under control. During Binibining Pilipinas, it was a little bit more, you know, volume, a lot more, you know, intensity. But right here, similar to the makeup, they toned it down a little bit. It's really interesting seeing her on stage because when you look at her, it just makes sense that they sent her to Miss International. Like, she's the perfect candidate. Look at the hair, the bounce. Yes. I love it.
Philippines.
Ooh, this dress. Gray. Okay. When you look at the dress, it's a gray dress. Already something that I'm not very used to seeing in pageantry. Like, when it comes to this side of things, girls often go for something more like metallic, like silver, for example. But just like a plain matte gray dress is not very common. I don't know if this might be because of it's Miss International and they like a little bit more of like conservative things. But my main thing here is that when you look at it from afar, it might just seem like a very simple dress. There's nothing dramatic, nothing spectacular about it. But when you get a little closer, I think we can see like a lot of detail. So yeah, right there. Look at the dress right here. So many details. I don't know if this is like rhinestones or like if they just like other textures on the dress, but I feel like, you know, like any other dress that comes from the Philippines, there were like tones of hours that were put into this. And obviously the bottom part of the dress is where you get most of the eye catchers. Ooh. I love that. Yes. Look here with all of the ostrich feathers. I feel like this is honestly like the statement part of the dress. When she moves, this is gonna follow. It's gonna flow, it's gonna catch the attention of the viewer. So I feel like overall the strategy right here was to go a little bit conservative according to the standards of Miss International, but at the same time keeping a little bit of, you know, the show business essence that often we have in Filipina girls. And this is why we have like the lower part of the dress. Honestly, I like it. I feel like it was a smart choice for this type of competition. So
Miss Philippines.
come on, Miss Philippines.
トップ8となります。もう一度皆様大きな
Konbanwa. Miss International is a celebration of youth and empowerment. I've always believed that age is not a barrier to reach our dreams or to have an impact on others. At 15, I started to help programs in my community for street children. At 19, I graduated college. At 20, I realized that I can speak for good causes to a wider audience. That's why I joined our national pageant. If I become Miss International, I would continue being the voice of the youth in showing that nothing is impossible with hard work and determination. And with these beautiful ladies with me tonight, a family of beauty queens, all beautiful young dreamers and achievers, we will show the world that it is love, peace, and beauty that we truly care about. And together, we shall make a difference. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.
Wow, okay. You can honestly tell that she was preparing for Miss International. I feel like right after Binibining Pilipinas, they went like full mode on like, we have to get you ready for this one in particular. Because I feel like she even changed a little bit like the way that she moves, the way that she, you know, like her body language during her speech was different from when she was performing in Binibining Pilipinas. And I have a feeling that this is because of, you know, precisely because it's Miss International. Japanese culture is much more conservative, much more respectful, much more about, you know, not taking like too much space. So it makes sense that they went for this type of, you know, delivery when it comes to presenting herself on stage. My only feedback, my only critique about this is that the answer felt a little bit structured. It's almost as if it was delivered in blocks. She will talk about her early years, and then when she decided that she wanted to speak up, and then when she joined the international pageant. So I would like to get the same story, of course, but I would like it to be connected, you know, make it a little bit more smooth, a little bit more flowy. And I feel like for the audience, it's gonna be easier to, you know, accept the message without thinking that it's something that was planned in advance, right? Because, I mean, we all know that they prepare for this, but we don't want to feel like they are just telling us something that they learned by heart.
皆様こんばんは。Yes. The first runner-up of Miss International 2018 goes
First
to
runner-up.
Miss Philippines.
First runner-up is very good. That's remarkable.
Congratulations.
Come on, Ahtisa, go get your crown. Alright everyone, so there you go. That was the full performance of Ahtisa Manalo, both for Binibining Pilipinas 2018 and Miss International 2018 as well. Now let's talk a little bit about her chances of making it to Miss Universe Philippines 2022. Overall, when you look at her journey, I feel like she has proven that she is able to evolve and that she is able to adapt. Her performance from Binibining Pilipinas to Miss International stayed just as consistent. However, you can tell that she was able to mold herself to the type of girl that Miss International will be looking in 2018. And if she decides to come back to pageantry in 2022, I feel like we're gonna get a completely different version of Ahtisa, because Miss International is radically different from Miss Universe. So she's gonna come back and be a little bit more fierce, a little bit more out there. Her styling is not gonna be the same. The way that she moves on stage is not gonna be the same. And even her communication, you will see a difference. You also have to keep in mind the fact that she was so young in 2018 compared to now. That's like 4 years worth of growth and experience and knowledge, and I'm really excited to see how she will apply all of those things and how she will use those elements to her advantage. So in the case that the rumors are true and that she is coming back to Miss Universe Philippines, I feel like she could be a really fierce candidate. I'm excited to see what she's gonna do. Now you guys, it's your turn. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the entire journey, her evolution, and do you really think that she can make it, that she can get the Philippines crown for Miss Universe? I will be reading you down in the comment section. While you're at it, don't forget to leave a like on this video so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug, because that's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.